Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking past the shiny brochures. We want to uncover the really vital work planners do. Our mission here is to show you why transforming ambitious ideas into real places takes that specialized planning expertise.
Okay, let's unpack this with a real Pennsylvania story. We're heading to East Greenville, Montgomery County. There's this great example, the Willows at East Greenville. It's an old casket factory turned into mixed-income housing, a really needed project, 71 units.
Yeah, and what's fascinating really is the starting point. This wasn't some empty lot. We're talking three buildings, century-old buildings, and one, well, the sources say it was basically a ruin. Roof gone, walls gone, just a mess.
Wow. So the vision was strong, affordable housing, preservation, but the challenges were huge from the get-go.
Absolutely. And the very first big hurdle, it wasn't physical, it was legal.
Right, the zoning, I saw that. Limited industrial, you can't just drop apartments into an industrial zone. Exactly. And this is really where the planner becomes, indispensable. The Montgomery County Planning Commission, MCPC, they didn't just okay a change. They actually guided East Greenville through rewriting their zoning ordinance, connecting that housing vision to the actual local law.
Okay, but wait, if planners make them preserve the building, doesn't that just make it more expensive? Harder to make it affordable? Why not a simpler reuse rule?
That's a really good question. And it shows the planner's strategic thinking. The new ordinance wasn't broad. It was super specific. It allowed multifamily residential, yes, but only as adaptive reuse, only for buildings from before 1940, and they had to be big, at least 100,000 square feet. Plus, crucially, keeping the historic exterior look was mandated.
Ah, okay. So they didn't just blow the doors open for any industrial site conversion. It was tailored specifically for this kind of situation, solving the problem while protecting other industrial areas.
Precisely. Solve the immediate issue without creating a potential free-for-all down the line. Smart planning.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting for me. Zoning fixed. Now the planner acts as, well, kind of a financial weaver, right? Balancing preservation, affordability, community needs, and all that complex funding. This project created 71 apartments, but 59 were set aside as attainable.
Right. And making that happen, turning this old factory into stable homes. The sources mention a single parent who could stay in the area because of it. That took intense collaboration. You had the developers, Ingerman and Genesis Housing, the county planners, the borough, and critically, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency.
And the money side, that's layer two. We're talking over $22 million total.
Yeah, and the key parts were about $11.6 million in low-income housing tax credits, LAHTC, and another $3.3 million or so in historic tax credit equity.
Getting both of those at the same time, that sounds like the real trick.
It absolutely is. That's the critical challenge. Historic tax credits often mean using, expensive materials, specific labor to meet federal standards. But LIHTC projects have really strict cost limits to keep the units affordable. Those two things can definitely pull against each other.
So the planner needs to understand both worlds. How to make the National Park Service happy on the history side and meet the Housing Finance Agency's numbers.
Exactly. It's navigating that tension. That's where their specialized experience is just essential. It connects directly to MCPC's bigger goals, too, like connected communities and sustainable places.
So putting it all together, the planner takes these, well, dilapidated pieces of the past, like an old casket factory, and helps turn them into something vital for the future. It's not just fixing a building, it's creating 59 attainable homes, contributing to a sustainable community.
That's the core message, really. Projects like the Willows, where you revive and reuse instead of just demolishing. That's smart development. It's sustainable, it builds resilience, but it doesn't just happen. It truly takes a planner to navigate all that complexity, from the fine print in the zoning code to the big federal funding programs. So it kind of raises a question for you listening now. Think about the national housing shortage, or maybe high office vacancies like they're tackling with adaptive reuse in places like Newark. How many underused buildings, old factories, maybe empty offices, are sitting right there in your community just waiting for a planner to help unlock their next chapter?